Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Evolve and Execute with Rajiv Bajaj. I am your host, startup coach, and a mentor. Today, we are exploring a topic that sits right in the intersection of innovation and caution, AI and risk management. As artificial intelligence reshaping how businesses operate, it also introduces a new landscape of risk, which is complex, which is real time, and often invisible. So, to crack this code, we have none other than Mr. Sunil today with us. Mr. Sunil, will you please introduce yourself and welcome to the show?
Thanks, Rajiv, for having me. I am Sunil Singh, as Rajiv already told you, and I work as an assistant vice president with Genpact, and I'm taking care of the AI deployment, AI innovation in my company. So here we are going to discuss what risks that associate while deploying, while introducing in any area that we explore. But I just want to put a disclaimer that I'm not putting any thought on the behalf of my company. It is solely my views that I'm going to represent. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very much appreciated, Sunil. And thank you for taking out time for sharing your valuable and vast knowledge with all our viewers. Basically, AI is a black box. Everybody is talking
Yes.
about AI, but uh, lots of people, they are not sure what AI is all about. So, how has AI fundamentally changed the landscape of risk management over the past few years?
So AI has genuinely reshaped the way organizations look at the risk. So traditionally, risk management was largely reactive. That we were reactive to the any incident that has to happen, relying on the historical data and the periodic assessment, the audit that we do. But with the AI, it's become more proactive and predictive. Today, AI models can analyze the patterns, real time flag anomalies, even the anticipate the potential vulnerability that we may come, and they become they in the future they escalate, evolving a risk. It is allowed to the business to move the static risk register dynamically and continuously, evolving the risk of this intelligence system. So it does not stop only to the historical data. Now AI is not a machine, it is even inventing the new a new way of identify the risk that we the human cannot even think of. This is rapid change now that we are going through.
Yeah, yeah. So AI is actually looking itself as a tool, and AI is evolving in a way that it is uh, by itself analyzing the risk. That's a very important input given by you. So, can you talk and walk us through real world examples where AI significantly reduced a business risk?
Certainly, Rajiv. One example that I stand even in many organizations, even we were also the part of a global in the financial services basically that was struggling with the transaction anomaly detection. So, and in the payment process, the payment we make in the accounts payable. So, based on the pattern, the recognition model into their accounts payable system to identify the flag, the unusual vendor payment, and to prevent the multi-million dollar, eh, uh, which was earlier were being missed by the human intervention, that human were overlooking it and were not able to identify. But putting the AI into it and predictive and giving the data and the patterns to identify and detect any anomaly that may have in the processing and identifying before even it goes out, the payment goes out. And it also helps the tighten the controls that we already have. So it certainly has significantly reduced the risk in the accounts payable process, where where the multi-million dollar could be prevented, or could be where human intervention required before putting a flag. So AI can flag those payment, and then human can go, and it is the augmented intelligence that we introduce in many
Perfect.
industry, not even us, but yeah,
Right, right. So, in fact, AI is bringing in lots of things on table which were not thought of before by
correct.
the
Yeah.
risk management teams and the people who are managing risk, and that itself is a big risk. So,
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely.
because so many unknown things have popped up, and it's bringing in more and more to look at. So, what kind of risk does AI itself introduce when embedded into enterprise processes?
That's a critical point. While AI adds value, it also introduces a new form of risk. Model can be biased, is a major concern, where AI might unintentionally reinforce the systematic biases present in the historical data that we may not be aware of. That's the there. That's where the issue of the explainability arises, or the lack of transparency in the how decisions are made. Operational risk like model drift, where AI model performs that degrades over time as the data patterns shift. Also need active monitoring, and of course the cybersecurity risk increases when AI models are connected to the sensitive enterprise systems. So
Yeah.
there are the many example of the biases that we have seen in many MNCs. They introduced the AI in their hiring process in 2015, and then they came across the AI was biased, and then they stopped doing it. So for in today's era, we must have that explainability AI, explainable AI, to introduce in every model so that it goes into the logic and bring the logic why the outcome, that particular outcome has come across, so that we have the trust in the output that we receive.
Okay. I think that throws a lot of light on how do you balance automation with human oversight in
Correct.
risk-sensitive functions. So, what is your opinion about it?
So I believe the goal isn't the full automation, but intelligent augmentation. So it is like human and the AI, a mix can bring a lot of value to the process. AI can efficiently handle high volume pattern based tasks, but strategic decision making, nuance, judgment should remain with experienced professional that who is the subject matter expert. Implementing AI governance framework, setting human in the loop checkpoints, and embedding accountability mechanism ensure the healthy balance. Risk function should design a process where AI inform and support rather than replace the critical decision making. So it has to be the augmenting intelligence. AI plus the human can uh, make wonders. I would say so.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like using AI as a team member and using their positive inputs which we get from AI. And that is where I think humans should start living with AI tools rather than, feeling scared of it or feeling, some people
Correct.
are always talking about it's going to, take away the jobs and things like that. But uh, I don't think that's going to happen.
So
So,
that's
yeah,
yeah.
what's your view on
People,
this?
yeah, the people who are actually using the AI, they will remain the relevant. The people who thinks that the AI can replace them, they must get replaced. If until unless they do not start using it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the I just that reminds me, one of our CEO used to say, the days are gone by when we used to learn for 20 years and last working for 6 years. If we have to work until 60, we continue to learn until 60.
yeah, yeah,
So it is the
absolutely.
process of learn, unlearn, and then relearn.
Yes, absolutely. That's very powerful statement. So, is the explainability of AI models a challenge when it comes to regulatory compliances?
Absolutely. And it is one of the most debatable topics today. So many regulations, especially in sectors like finance and healthcare, require organization to explain how the certain decisions are made. Like I earlier explained, the black boxing. Traditional AI models, especially complex the neural network, can be difficult to understand. That's why there is a growing focus on developing enterprise interpretability AI model, post hoc explanation tool, and documenting AI model governance. Explanatory isn't just regulatory requirement; it is the mandate. Every AI model should be regulator because so far we do not have any super intelligence AI, or we may call it the AI. Every AI is a unique in itself. So we must have some regulation in place so that we identify that how it is going into the black box, and the output that we receive, what is the logic behind it. In case we change anything in the prompt that we are sending to, so what change that particular word or particular thing will bring. So that explainability must have with all the AI model that we use. And
Perfect,
I guess
perfect.
one of the pioneer making these guidelines is the European Union, like we have seen in the past in the witness we GDPR, data privacy rules, and the many framework they made. So I guess they are still struggling with coming up with the strong AI governance structure that can be introduced for making a like super intelligent AI or the AI that we can say so.
Right. So, what are the skills which a modern risk professional should have to focus on and stay ahead of everyone in this AI-driven world?
So risk professional today need to evolve, like your podcast says it. So it's like evolve and beyond conventional risk assessment methods. A
Yeah.
working understanding of AI fundamental has to be there. Things like model life cycle, data ethics, and algorithm biasness that we need to check whenever we are doing any kind of risk assessment. They should also develop skill in the AI governance. Though we are still lacking a strong AI governance, whatever the governance that we have current in our plate, we must adhere to it, and it is getting evolved every day. And second scenario could be and using the AI output and regulatory implication of the digital risk. Importantly, soft skill like critical thinking, ethical judgment, and communication remain invaluable. Interpret AI insight within the business context, so it can interpret any way that you want. We cannot control the output once the prompt is given to the AI. We lose the control that whatever it will hallucinate or whatever the learning the AI model has learned invent, it is going to give you the output. Like we have seen with the deep seek model, since they could not control the output, they they block certain prompt. So anything if we ask about China regulation anything, it, it does not give you the output because even they cannot control the output and they never wanted to be expose their internal things to the outer world. Therefore they just stopped giving the output to the deep seek. Even in today's scenario, if I give the output, if give a prompt to the deep seek model asking about Xi Jinping, any media news which is critical for China, it will not give me the output. It will say it is beyond my capability, or I won't, I'm not authorized to give you the response.
Right, right. So, to use the AI and how to use these tools also needs some special skill and continuous improvement activity. So, how do you see any industry where the adoption of AI in risk is still too slow or and dangerously so? What is your opinion about
I think it's a public sector. N- so we we have seen from past experience that whenever any rapid change that industry is going through, it's a public sector who lags behind, and the certain healthcare institutions are also lagging behind. These are the industry where risk aren't just financial but can directly impact the lives of the public trust. And regulation caution is understandable. Delayed adoption of AI like fraud detection, operational risk, and public health surveillance can leave serious vulnerabilities. A balanced, carefully governed AI adoption strategy is needed here more urgently than many realizes. What I feel, because that there is a trust issue, and majorly we have seen in the past also this public sector remain in the wait and watch mode. So they just want to understand that how the industry is going through the change, whether it is getting the significantly positive output, then they follow it. But I guess this time this is not the case. It is like, it is a very rapid change. Whatever we are discussing today, it may become irrelevant after a month or so.
Right. That's a very important input. So, how should startup think about AI-driven risk from day one?
So often focus on growth and the innovation because they are very excited, very passionate, and that is understandably so. But integrating risk thinking at the early is the crucial from day one. They should assess the risk in their data pipeline, model biases, and regulatory exposure. It's about embedding the lightweight, scalable AI risk control type things like model monitoring, access management, and bias audits. As a part of product development, this is not only to protect the businesses but also build trust with the customer and the investors. But what I have seen with this startup, somehow uh, they put uh, this regulatory requirement secondary, and then
Mhm.
they end up losing some penalty, and so, because in initial we are more focused on the innovation and making a profit, because we have the pressure from the stakeholder, and the such regulatory requirement are certainly pushed back.
Yeah, yeah. So, lots of challenges for startups,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yes.
So, what role will the AI play in compliance, audits, and fraud detection in the next 5 years? How you think the things are going to move going forward?
AI is set to become the backbone of these functions. In compliance, AI and AI will automate regulatory requirement as well, and the policy interpretation we are going to use, and we are using it at certain point, but not completely, and of course in the reporting. For audit, continuously auditing through AI will replace periodic audit
Yeah,
where the repetitive audits are required, and providing the real time risk indicators and the control validation. In fraud detection, AI will evolve to predict emerging fraud patterns, identify insider threats, and link from the previously unconnected risk signals that we had. The
okay.
shift will be from the reactive to anticipatory controls driven by AI ability to process complex risk environment at scale. So that is where I see from here. But
Mm.
as I mentioned, the AI is evolving very rapidly. The predicting
Yeah,
future is even more unpredictable. So it is the alien to us. The AI is the alien now.
very good, very good. So now we are coming to a very interesting part of our conversation, which is our rapid fire round. So where we will ask you some pointed questions, and we are expecting maybe one liner or two liner as the answer. So I our startup entrepreneurs really like this section. So let's try and
Yeah, sure.
look at their requirements. So The biggest myth about AI in risk.
The AI is fully objective and not biased, and it's 100% accurate. It's a myth.
Right, right. You gave an example of also for hiring and things like that.
Correct.
Sometimes it shows biases. All right. Second, one industry underestimating AI risk right now.
It's a public sector. There is no
Okay.
debate around it. So they are not. I am not sure that why they are not uh, expecting the power of the AI. Not sure that why putting it's secondary, not utilizing it very
Right,
aggressively.
right. They have to wake up to the reality and maybe start adapting
Correct.
it soon. So I hope this is going to be a strong message to all of them through this podcast. Must have on any risk dashboard.
As I mentioned, the explainable AI that who goes into the black box and brings the logic why the particular outcome is, and the real time anomaly detection that
Mhm, mhm.
every dashboard must have.
Right, right. So, what is the rule-based or learning-based system? Which one lasts?
Of course, it is learning based. If it is a rule based, it is not an AI. It is like the machine that we have been using it. We were giving a command and certain task is being performed. So that's a rule based. So in
Right,
case
right.
in the rule based thing, if anything comes which is not in the rule, it gives the error. We have seen in past using these softwares.
Right. So learning base is something which will
It's
really
going to
show
stand.
the intelligence behind the AI expected out of the AI. All
Correct.
right. We move on to the next one. AI innovation that excites you most.
It's explainable AI, where I get to know that why this particular result has been thrown by that particular AI model.
Perfect.
So
Perfect. I think this is going to be very interesting. What is the most overlooked business risk today?
it's third party risk management that it's so much buzz around it and it has certain risk attached to it. So it is supply chain is also one of the area that bears too much dependency on the risk side. But these are the two areas that I foresee.
All right. Will AI replace auditors?
Certainly not. But the people who do not use AI, they will get replaced.
Yeah, I think this is a message for all the auditors that better you start using the AI
Yes.
rather than being afraid of AI or, make use of the AI for your uh, services. So, if not risk and AI, what field would you be in?
That's a personal question, but I love sports. I if I
Okay.
would not have been in this job, so I might be playing football, cricket, sort of stuff,
Oh,
sort of sport.
okay.
So I like outdoor games. So
Oh,
that
very interesting. Very interesting. We try and bring your personality also to our viewers through this podcast. So let's come to the last rapid fire question. AI in one word.
it's alien or
Oh,
augmenting.
okay. All
It's
right.
alien because the potential is yet to be revealed. So
Right.
we are expecting AGI to come soon, but we never know. So it might take a decade or 2 years, 3 years. Don't know the
Right.
time, but true potential yet to be revealed.
Absolutely. So, although it is alien, but it's already making waves. It's
Yeah.
already making people sit and talk about it. It's already changing the way people think. And
Yes.
I'm also going through some AI courses to learn and make sure that I remain relevant with the times. So, I think
So,
all of us should. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please, please.
so I'm saying it's alien not because it is come from the another planet. It's because its intelligence is non-organic. It's fundamentally different from the human being. It can
Right.
invent ideas, make strategies beyond our imagination. So
Yeah.
therefore, I'm
Yeah.
calling it alien. So whatever we are thinking, it has the black box to think differently.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we all have to work towards making sure that the AI brings a lot of change in our overall system. So, Sunil, it has been a very insightful conversation. Thank you for helping us unpack both the potential and the pitfalls of AI in the risk. To all our listeners, please remember AI doesn't eliminate risk, it redefines it. And as Sunil mentioned, you need to understand the power of AI, and I don't think you should ignore it. So the question is, are we ready to manage what we can and now predict faster than ever? So Sunil, one last word and one last message for our viewers of this podcast, where you want to bring in any crux on today's topic.
Thanks, Rajiv, for such insightful discussion, and I like the connectivity and everything that you had such insightful question for me. So I would give one message that we do not to afraid from the AI revolution. We need to be part of it to make the most of it. We need to embrace the AI, and you would be certainly the job that you are performing will take you to the next level. We do
Thank
not
you.
need to afraid. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's very comforting, and lots of people are really scared about how AI is going to shape up the things in future. But I think, as you said, it's going
Yeah,
to
it is like you shape in or you will get shape out in case
absolutely,
if you do not use it. So this is a
yeah,
high
yeah.
time. Yeah.
Right, right, right. So shape up or shape out. So
Yeah.
that's the message you are giving. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and see you in the next episode of Evolve and Execute with another interesting topic, which will definitely make difference in your life. And that is our focus and purpose. So thank you, Sunil, for joining us today. Thanks a lot.
Welcome. Thanks for having me. Thank you.